And now we're live. I just want to thank everybody for dropping in to watch the video. Gonna be looking at some creepy, strange, disturbing TikToks, whatever you want to call them. It's an older video that we had put together that I was unable to do because of health issues. I just wanted to go ahead and cover it anyways and give my take on some of it. And I hope you enjoy the show. But let's get to it.
Nope, I just caught them. They're caught. That is not the plane. That's not the plane. I've seen that plane before. You think that's the plane that crashed today in San Diego? Nope. So let me just show you this news station that's claiming to have a picture of the plane that crashed. So if you want to see where that plane is actually from, it's about a year ago, April 29th, 2024, and it's this plane right here. So if they're trying to show a plane from 2024, then where's the actual plane, if there was one? Because this is that same exact picture. Funny too how ABC News is claiming to have found airplane parts. You know how easy it would be to just toss something in the road and take a picture of it? Why is it the only thing that's not burnt? Why is it that an alleged airplane piece is the only thing that's not burnt when the entire road is burnt up, including houses, cars, everything? But the airplane itself didn't get burnt? But I want to see a real picture of this plane. Just because a plane crashed, it doesn't just disappear. It's still going to be there. I want to see some pictures of this plane.
What is going on
That's weird.
in the skies over El Paso, Texas? It seems like every day there's a brand new sighting of something that doesn't belong in the nighttime sky. A woman and her son were out in their backyard when they heard something flying over that did not sound or look like a plane. She took her phone and quickly recorded. Take a look at this video. Look at this.
What the fuck?
Look at
What is
that.
that?
Holy shit.
What is that? What is
Are they going to say it's a rocket, NASA, SpaceX? Anybody know anything about this? Let me know in the comments if you don't mind.
this? Watch.
Curious.
Shh.
We see things all the time.
What the fuck was that?
Excuse the language, but I don't blame them. What the heck was that? It seems like every day we're starting to see different unidentified flying objects over major cities in the U.S. and around the world.
Even out here in the country.
What are your thoughts on what the heck that was? Let me know in the comments, and as always, I'd love to hear from you.
If somebody invades America, there are no rules of engagement, bro.
Shit, if somebody invades America, the Crips and the Bloods are gonna call a truce so that they can get the big toys out and call Geneva achievement. White women would ride into battle riding lions, tigers, and bears, while Claymore-strapped Roombas swept the streets. There's a reason Putin keeps threatening to boom us with the boom booms and make you see X-ray before you go. We have freaking cannibals still. Speaking of Jethro, he's still convinced that rules of engagement was overturned with Roe versus Wade. Hell, we have more guns than people. Dodging bullets has become a rite of passage. Just look at how we raise our kids up on caffeine and M16s playing Call of Duty. Then we send them into the war zone we call the American public education system with no weapons, no means to defend themselves other than their fists. Here, Timmy, fight off the bullets with your bare fist and hope you can zigzag. Hell, the quiet kids in this country start dropping bodies just because you teased them. The fuck you think's gonna happen when Timmy can't get his damn chicken nuggets and you took his internet out? Hell, the gangs in America would no longer make their money off the drugs illegally. They'd be our medics and taking bets on kill shots. Don't even get me started on the unhinged ass millennials the moment they can't get their mood stabilizers. War crimes would become an art form and we'd run around like we're playing Pokemon. Gotta catch them all! Americans would turn war into an extreme sport while the military stands back and records it just so that they can show the rest of the world the examples on why not to fuck with us. Shit, Geneva Convention would turn into a to-do list on every American household fridge. We take that shit so seriously, we'd have Comedy Central sending Kevin Hart to tell us rules for engagement. Racism in America would single-handedly be ended as Billy Bob and Tyrone high-five because they think they just unlocked the super-secret duck hunt level with foreign paratroopers. Like shit, somebody please threaten us with a good time. Invade the United States. Let us show you why the first color in our flag is red.
GTA 6.
President Trump held a private dinner last night for more than 200 investors who bought into his meme coin. The event was held at his golf club in Northern Virginia. NBC News has learned that the guests paid between $55,000 and $37.7 million for the Trump coin.
That's a lot of money.
Making the average cost of a seat at the dinner over $1 million. All of this is raising ethics concerns about buying access to the president and him using the dinner to personally enrich himself. Several Democratic senators saw major issues.
On the president's dinner tonight, will the White House commit to making a list of the attendees public so people can see who's paying for that kind of access to the president?
Well, as you know, Garrett, this question has been raised with the president. I have also addressed the dinner tonight. The president is attending it in his personal time. It is not a White House dinner. It's not taking place here at the White House. But certainly I can raise that question and try to get you an answer for it.
You mentioned this is not a White House dinner, but the president is always the president, and the Trump family is making money off of this. So can you just explain how is this not the president using the office to enrich himself?
All of the president's assets are in a blind trust, which is managed by his children, and I would argue one of the many reasons that the American people reelected this president back to this office is because he was a very successful businessman before giving it up to publicly serve our country.
Just because the corruption is playing out in public where everybody can see it doesn't mean that it isn't rampant, rapacious corruption. And what is happening tonight, this private, secret dinner in which individuals who have put money in Donald Trump's pocket get access to him, is maybe the most corrupt of all of the corruption.
Donald Trump is using the presidency of the United States.
Before I go any further, it kind of bothers me because I know that these people do the same thing. They use their powers to get money, to gain things. It just kind of bothers me that when he does it, they point it out.
To make himself richer through crypto. And he's doing it right out there in plain sight.
They all do it. Oh, we do it behind doors.
Open your wallet, hand me your money, and we'll consider the request that you have.
This story is about Donald Trump, but it's also about Republicans. It's about Republicans having no backbone or spine. It's about Republicans complicit in Donald Trump's corruption.
Do you remember when Lorraine Warren said this about the Annabelle doll?
Don't ever touch anything. And if you do, let me know. This is the worst thing in here. It's that doll.
But I guess some...
This is an older video, and oh, dude just happened to pass away. That was on this tour, so kind of adds up to that too, doesn't it?
people forgot about that
Makes you
because
wonder.
she's on tour right now. So they took her to New Orleans, and why does a plantation house from 1859 burn down after? This mansion was about 53,000 square feet with 64 rooms, and it burns down after Annabelle decides to visit the city. The fire is still under investigation, so you could call it a creepy coincidence, but if you watch the Conjuring and Annabelle movies, you will know how evil she truly is. But that's not the only weird thing that happened over there. 10 inmates escaped from a prison shortly after. The way they did it, they escaped from a wall behind a toilet. This is not even their size. This is Annabelle's size. She could have helped them. And guess where she's at now? San Antonio, Texas. I'll be praying for you all.
It's crazy.
About a dinosaur.
I would love to.
Please? I found something from
Dinosaurs
the
or
World War II
dragons?
era. Dinosaurs that
My
were
opinion.
actually found in Africa, and it was reported on by British soldiers who were stationed in Zambia. It's called the Kangamata. The name translates to overturner of boats. Literally, to them, there's this mysterious creature that plagues them while they're fishing. It's known for having a beak, teeth, and large red featherless wings. And so they set up a hospital, and then someone comes into the hospital, and he is tore up, saying Kangamata. And when they're asking what happened, he begins giving these descriptions, and they have a book on them, and they flip through, and he stops, and it's depictions of dinosaurs. And he's like, that's it, that's the thing. And it's literally a pterodactyl like that. But what's crazy is that, this is a medical office, these are British soldiers, and the report that was written, they're like, we saw the fear in his eyes. This isn't somebody telling us a ghost story. This was someone who was injured and came into our camp and was like, help me, I just got attacked by a Kangamata. And when he pointed out the picture with no pre-knowledge of dinosaur books and stuff like that, he was like, that's what got me. That's what we have. It appeared in several 1940s and 1950s military and scientific reports.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's fun.
These critters are real.
Yeah, I mean, how could they not be?
Have you heard of the Mountain Dew conspiracy theory?
Mountain Dew?
No, I haven't. This one's fun. Let's hear it. Every time Mountain Dew makes a marketing push for a new drink or a new flavor that they have, it coincides with a world event that typically isn't that great.
That's terrifying. Let's hear it.
So Mountain Dew Code Red came out in in 2001.
I know what event happened then.
3 months later, after it came out, 9/11 happened.
This is not good.
Maui burst. Right after they dropped that, 3 months later, the wildfires happened in Maui.
Wow, that's crazy.
Are you ready for this one?
Ready.
The Star Spangled Splash came out last year. Do you know who wrote the Star Spangled Banner?
George Washington.
Francis Scott Key. What bridge fell last year in Baltimore? The Francis Scott Key Bridge.
Oh.
Yes!
3 months after?
That's kind of like immediately after that one. Pitch black. A few years ago, we had a blackout in the IT world. July
Whoa.
19, 2024. Various IT systems around the world experienced an outage.
Mountain Dew dropped it and it went dark.
Yes. Another one. Tropical swirl. Crazy hurricanes that wouldn't end in Southeast America just a few months after they dropped that flavor.
They also, I just looked it up, they're dropping a mango rush flavor.
Yeah.
It might be a flood.
It literally might be.
There has
You can only
been
get it
flood
at
since
Little
then.
Caesars.
Think about that.
So where are the most Little Caesars, Zach?
Did you look that up?
No, but we saw one in Houston, Texas.
So you think there's going to be a flood in Houston, Texas?
There might be.
There was one in Texas. I mean, more than one.
Ain't no way I'm looking at this. Look,
And that video was way before the flood. So think about that.
look. It's in my kitchen. It is 12:45 at night. I'm sitting here on my couch. And this thing, look at it. It's moving around. I am tripping. What the flip? It's turning off all my stuff in the house.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if that was me and if that was real, I'd be gone. I'm not
Floating
recording nothing.
around.
I'm gone.
All my lights are turning off in the house.
It looks faked. AI, come on.
It's crazy. All right, so
Tell me that ain't
the
real.
lights are back on, and here come this thing again. Look, it's like ball lightning, or a ghost or something. I am tripping.
It's pretty good, I guess. I'll watch that reflection in that window back here.
You have also stated in previous interviews that American soldiers' body parts began showing up at the base gate in trash bags. Let's start with the trash bags.
What hurts me the most about the trash bags probably happened a couple years ago. Talking to one of the spouses whose body parts were in that trash bag.
Ow.
And she can't use trash bags. She just can't use trash bags anymore to think of that. Who were these guys? I think the body parts were from, probably part Gary Gordon and Randy Shugart and maybe one of the crew chiefs.
C2, Shugart and Gordon are on the deck. Over.
That's crazy. Sad.
I don't know who I caught, but somebody's caught. Why is that flag in reverse, but these letters and numbers are not? Now they want to show us ring cam footage of what looked like a double explosion from a
Flag like that, I think, represents it flying in the wind. Flying that way because the plane's going this way, so it would fly that way.
spot on the yard that's not even attached to the house. Where is this camera located? Also, military housing neighborhoods generally do not have ring cameras. Now this is a small plane, but I think there would be at least something left over from the crash for us to see. Did you happen to notice what the number was on this plane too? N666DS. I don't know, it's strange because someone on that plane was from the Devil Where. Strange too how 6 people were allegedly on board. The numbers on the plane next to it are oddly similar too.
See how that flag is? That's flying in the wind. Flying backwards because it's in the wind. It's on an airplane.
If you just flipped 2 of them. Now I want you to look at something impossible. Why is that flag in reverse? I want someone to tell me if that's possible. It's just strange because my flag didn't turn around. Another coincidence is that they stopped in Wichita, Kansas before going to San Diego. Mid-air collision back in January, yeah, that plane also was coming from Wichita, Kansas. These pieces that they're claiming to be parts of the plane should be burnt up if the entire road was on fire. This is what the road looked like. This guy, Dave Shapiro, was a very talented pilot.
This is just another clip of his video.
He didn't just fly planes, he did stunts, tricks. He's not flying into a neighborhood.
Tell you a true story, be so boom. Did you hear what's going on right now? Scientists said that they found 2.6 million mysterious eggs underneath an underwater volcano, guys. Now listen, this is what they're saying. I would not know. I'm home right now, so I don't know what's going on in that ocean, right? So they're saying that these are mysterious eggs, guys. 2.6 million of them. Now, I don't know if they sat there and counted all those eggs, but that's what they're saying, guys. And you know, scientists know what they're talking about. All right, guys, so there's eggs out there, and they say that these eggs are massive. These are not like these eggs that you cook in your frying pan for breakfast. These eggs are huge. Now, there's people saying, not the scientists, people are saying that it could have something to do with something big, guys. And you know what they've been saying that's been under that water for years, guys. Like I said, I would not know what's under that water because I'm on the surface, guys. I'm on land just like you. So this is what they're saying, guys. 2.6 million mysterious eggs. Big eggs, not these little eggs, not spider eggs, not those eggs that you're used to seeing in your house, those little critters. You know what I'm talking about. But this is what I'm hearing, guys. Now listen, I don't know what's going on, but all I know is that we got to be ready. Get ready, because I don't know what's going on out there, guys. I'm just waiting to get the word. This is what I'm hearing. And let's not forget, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is what I heard. I'm not making any of this up. This is what I heard, all right, guys? So, I don't know. Let me know. I don't know.
So why is it that musicians and famous people are always getting unalived in these crazy situations? Plane crashes or helicopter crashes. So allegedly, Daniel Williams, the former drummer for The Devil Wears Prada, was one of the victims in the San Diego plane crash. I also want to point out that they made a fuel stop in Wichita, Kansas. Now you remember the mid-air collision back in January? Yeah, well that flight was also coming from Wichita, Kansas.
This morning at around 3:45, I heard a huge explosion, and initially I thought it was an earthquake. I wasn't sure. The initial one, is there a bomb? And then once it just started happening one after another, there was about maybe 4 to 5 when I was upstairs, and by the time I came down here, I wasn't keeping count. You would just hear random explosions.
I saw a piece of a car that had kind of melted off the back right corner because it would appear that something fell as the plane was coming down and burned off the back corner of that car.
Did she just say that something fell off of the plane as it was falling and burnt through a car?
Weird.
So it's pretty windy out today. You can tell by these trees. And this object has been sitting there for at least 45 minutes now. It hasn't moved. Can't get a very good.
My wife and I was sitting on the porch the other night, and we were sitting there talking, and it was getting dark. It was actually already dark. And all of a sudden she jumped and said, "What's that light? What's that light?" And we got up and looked over, and there was a light that just was in the sky. And it kept getting bigger and brighter, and then it just slowly faded out. It didn't go nowhere, it just faded out. And then a little bit up from it to the right, another one popped up out of nowhere and stayed there for a little bit, disappeared. And we've seen a lot more than that. Have any of you guys ever seen anything like that? It's crazy. They ain't airplanes.
Floating around. What's going on, folks? What we got here?
What's a conspiracy theory you 100% know is true?
There's 30 million plus people a year getting root canals, and a lot of them are getting sick, whether it's ADHD, cancer, losing your memory, having heart failure. And I had a root canal recently removed, and once they did the DNA biopsy on the tooth, they found 20 different types of parasites growing and living inside of my jaw. But I had to deal with what I believed was ADHD or brain fog. And as soon as my root canal was removed, within 48 hours, this big weight that was on my head disappeared. And I've talked to dentists that are biodentists that have had mafia level pharma come to them saying, "Hey, we're going to send patients in, and if you tell them that mercury poisons your body, we're taking your license away. We're taking you to jail."
So I guess y'all not doing
Wow.
Y'all don't respect the spirit. That Annabelle doll is on a world tour. And every place she went to, some bad shit happened. She went to Louisiana. 11 people broke out of jail. Nottoway Plantation burnt down. And if you look at those photos from the fire, you can see spirits in the photo. She went to Virginia, and Virginia ain't been right since. Raining, floods, and then she just went to San Antonio, Texas. Do I need to tell y'all what happened there? A damn 18-wheeler randomly exploded on the highway, and they had some fires there too. And now, look at this shit. Look at this shit.
All right, Annabelle.
See, y'all think this shit is a game.
Where are you going next?
And the people with it is just playing with y'all. Look at this shit here. It's coming to Pennsylvania. That's where it's going. There is videos with people standing online to see this dog. Y'all don't respect this shit. You see the aftermath of every place she been. But oh no, it don't stop there. Look at this shit. Look at this shit here. And I don't even want to put my face by this bitch's face. But look. Matter of fact, I had to move my face. I'm not with that shit. Look at the dates there. Look where it's going. Last stop, Louisville, Kentucky. Man, I'm going to end this off like this. You seen what happened? Y'all really better pay attention. This shit is real. And it could get real.
Under your seatbelt for me. I'm ready for the car. Yeah, I'm ready to step out of the car.
I can't step out the car, sir.
Well,
I'm
how'd you get in the car?
paraplegic. I got help getting in.
Well, I'll help you get out.
Excuse me?
I'm gonna help you get out.
Well, I don't think that's gonna happen, sir.
Well, I do, because I'm asking you, but I'm telling you. So it's not an option.
Can I ask you what's the problem?
Yeah, the problem is that because of your history, I'm gonna have your dog do a free air around the car. You have to be out of the car to do that.
I can't get out of the vehicle. No, I just told you I'm a paraplegic. I cannot get out.
I do not want to have to. I do not want to have to.
Can you call your white shirt, please?
I will.
If you pull me out of here, you better expect me.
Can't they do a pre-air search around the car with him in there? They don't, do they have to remove him just to do that? I don't think they do.
I'm gonna pull you out and then I'll call a white shirt because you're getting out of the car. That's not an option. You're getting out of this car, so you can cooperate and get out of the car, or I'll drag you out of the car.
I'm a paraplegic. These motherfuckers is doing me wrong.
Check out your story, piece of boom. Watch this video to the end. I don't know, but this ghost looks real. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Let's.
Excuse me. Are you back there again?
Who turned that water on? Who did that?
It's becoming to a spot.
It's not a game.
Yeah, and there he is.
Shh.
Okay, that's enough water, please.
Turn it off, man. That's not real.
Water bill's high enough.
Everyone can see you in the reflection, bud.
Look.
Everyone can see you in the reflection.
It's not a game.
And it's gone.
Where is he? Where is he?
Okay, I know he's not in here, but I just want anyone who's watching us.
He can't fit in here.
This is too small. I just
Get out.
It's not.
Who turned that water on? It turned on twice. Did you see that shadow? He walked in there. No one was in there. Stop playing with me, son. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know what that guy's talking about, but that was somebody, and you know where they went? They went out the window. Shh. Shut up! I don't know, guys. But that kind of looked kind of real to me. But let's not forget, it's a video. Anything could be green screen and special effects. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game. Guys, you know what time is it? Shh. Shut up! Turn your water off. Let me know if somebody's gonna turn it back on. Especially if it wasn't you. But guess what? It doesn't matter because you know why? That was motion detection water. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game. Guys, you know what time is it? Shh. Shut up! But I tell you one thing. If I ever go to my kitchen and I turn my water off and I walk away and it turns back on, bro, you got half on this water bill?
I like his videos, are entertaining. Oh.
Fuck off! Fuck's sake!
Oh my god.
Oh man. He was mad. Oh,
Tony! Don't fucking fuck! Ah!
Oh.
What the fuck? What?
What the hell was that?
It's
Stupid.
Okay, so I was looking at a YouTube video a while ago, and they said that the Trump administration is going to crack down on what people can buy with food stamps, and also they're going to crack down on the budget. I'm going to say this. This is my opinion, and I ain't finna cut nobody's feelings and nothing in this. If you are disabled, meaning that you are unable to work, you're on SSI or whatever, you are in poverty level, you deserve to get food stamps or some kind of supplement to your income so that you can help buy food, because food is high. Number two, if you're one of these girls out here that's having babies every year or every 2 years and say that you are building a family and you are still classified as at the poverty level, meaning that you are getting federal assistance for your housing, meaning hoods, you are getting child support, you're getting child care vouchers and all of that shit so your kids can actually go to school. You're getting $1,000 to $1,500 a month in federal food stamps so that you can feed your kids, and you lay around on your ass and on your back every day and suck and fuck.
Does somebody really get that much in food stamps? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just curious.
And keep mess up and stroll on the internet on your free Wi-Fi. I want you to know that I don't give a damn. And they say, oh, well, what about the children? These people didn't even care about their own children. For one, you're already poor. You're already in poverty. Why do you keep on having kids? They have free child family planning. They have free birth control.
I get what you're saying. Like, fix your situation. If you want to have a kid, make sure that your situation is better than what it was before you wanted the kid.
Free condoms at the health department, and y'all still keep having babies so y'all can lock down a man or so y'all can stay on federal assistance. I don't give a motherfucker if they cut you down to $50 a month. Your ass should work 4 jobs to feed them kids. That'll stop your ass from having all them children knowing you can't fucking feed them. And they say, well, if they give us food stamps, they should not be able to tell us what to buy with that, and my children ain't gonna eat that. Your children have been programmed to eat junk because you don't cook. Your children have been programmed to go in there and eat Hot Pockets for breakfast and Cheerios and sweet cereal. And
hey, listen, we got 5 kids. 2 of them done grown and moved out. 2 of them are almost there. And then my youngest he's got health issues, so it's a whole nother story with him. But we do have to pay for extra things for him, and it gets pretty pricey, but we take care of that. We do. We don't get food stamps. We're eligible, but we don't get them.
all that bullshit that's later on going to give them heart disease and diabetes. And then you want to know why they act like they ain't in their right mind, jumping all over, because it's the proper.
I always feel like I'm going to be taken from somebody else that really needs it more than me or something, even though my situation sometimes is pretty bad.
For foods that
We'll
you're
make it
not
anyways.
giving your kids. If you're going to get federal assistance, meaning that you're going to get money from the government, meaning the taxpayers' money, they should have a choice in what you are feeding your family. And if you don't want to do that, then you should get off your lazy ass and get you a job. That's my opinion. Don't shoot the messenger.
Down in the South, people used to...
Not everybody that's on food stamps is jobless, and I don't think you can classify them all like that, and that's what she did in that video. So I'm kind of, I don't know. Let me know what you think and feel about that whole situation. In Indiana, they done passed the law to where you can't use it for junk food or sodas.
Sit in front of blue stained glass windows, cobalt glass windows, so that they could heal from the flu. Someone said I put my cobalt glass bottle in the sun so the water absorbs
That glass is pretty.
the blue healing frequency. Yes, this is going back to the color blue. You can look into the work of Edwin Babbitt. Color blue is very, very healing. They would sit in front of blue glass so they would heal when the sun hits the blue glass. That blue glass would then transmit onto the body, and the body would begin to heal.
Know that.
And this is why when you look at the glassware of the past, it used to be all made out of cobalt. glass. Cobalt is the precursor to B12. So when people are having a B12 deficiency, they usually use pasteurized nutritional yeast, but in reality, you could just be drinking out of cobalt. This is why you go back in time and a lot of people didn't have the nutritional deficiencies that they have today because their glassware was giving them nutrients. You had cobalt, you had silver, you had a little bit of uranium and radium and that whole thing. They were getting all these different nutrients from their glassware and from the things they were drinking out of and eating from. Then we started pasteurizing things, zapping things, microwaving it, cooking it, destroying it, coming up with the oven, coming up with the microwave.
Do y'all believe that last video about the glass and stuff? I don't know if I do or not, but anyways, that was end of that video. I'm glad I was finally able to do it. I'd done deleted a few of them that we'd put together. I wish I wouldn't have. I should have just went ahead and done them. But my health issues and my son's health issues, it's just been really hard. And now my lawnmower's broke down, broke a boat trying to take the blade out. So I'm in a mess right now trying to get things back in gear, but I wanted to bring a video to everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. And stay safe. God bless. And I hope you join me on the next live or just watch the video. And I hope you all have a good day. Thank you.